Welcome back, everybody. I want to take just a couple minutes to go over the different character types. I know when I went over a little bit in a different video, I didn't kind of break down for those who are just getting started or potentially want to make another character and aren't sure which character type to go ahead and go with. My 2 cents on the different characters here for you. So the Mage is my personal favorite. Just like any other magical character in most games, their attack is probably second to none. In my opinion, they have the strongest attack and further end talents than the other characters in the game. They do have lower defense, however, so not quite a glass cannon, but as close as to it as you're going to get in this game. Their overall agility and things of that nature are kind of middle of the road. So when it comes to the overall layout, you kind of have attack, defense, and then the secondary, what I call agility, dodge, ability to nerf certain attacks, things like that. So this is going to be all attack, okay? Moving on to the archer, which is the opposite end of the spectrum. They have the lowest attack out there, especially for person versus monster, or PVM. So they do have very high agility and dodge and those kind of attributes, which makes them great for PvP. So I've seen a lot of higher level archers be top of the board when it comes to the PvPs, and even some of the upper end archers do very, very well in PVM. But just know, if you choose an archer, they are fun to play, but it's a very long road to get to that level. You'll probably be taking longer to grind out your daily events, for the first few months before you really get to enjoy the fruits of your labor. So the most labor intensive character to have, but with the highest payout in my opinion, is the archer. But unless my server is special, you probably won't see as many archers as warriors or mages. And I don't know if that's just based on prior game popularity, but it is what it is. So, and finally, the warrior class here for you is just like any other, warrior setup has kind of been through most games. You're going to have pretty good attack, really good defense, and not a whole lot of agility and those kind of things. If you like to be in the thick of the battle, you like to not worry about who's attacking you. They're very strong and well-rounded players, so definitely if you're kind of a beginner to gaming or you want something that's going to be a little more rough and tumble, the warrior is the way to go. Most people choose the warrior as their first character to try to get used to the game before they kind of dive into the other characters. But overall, not a bad character, just kind of meh for me. I like the more aggressive characters like the mages and be able to balance my character out through their setup, stats, and talents, opposed to being stuck kind of with what you have. And that's kind of what the warrior is. He has got great talents and things like that help boost him, but they don't take him over the top on one side or the other. He remains relatively balanced throughout, okay? So Mage, great attacks, lower defense, but you can counteract that somewhat by their build, especially for PvP. Archers themselves, slow start. All right, everyone, know that if you're going to get into it, but high dividend payout, especially PvP if that's what you're interested in. And the warrior is just your cookie cutter go-to smash and tumble, rough and tumble, whatever you want to say, character there for you. So overall, not a bad choice either way you go. If I had to rate them, now that I've historically played them all, Mage is still my number one. I'd have to say Archer's my number two. She's growing on me. And warrior is my least favorite, and only because I feel the mage and the archer have more strategy behind them, especially in their builds, depending on what you're doing, opposed to the warrior is just get better equipment, grab whatever attack skills you can, maybe some defensive if you're really trying to, but overall you can't tip that scale too far. So I just wanted to give you my 2 cents in the breakdown. You choose whomever you would like that's best for your gameplay. But I appreciate you tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode.